Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dylan James. I'm a mindset coach that loves to specifically focus on relationships. And before we get into today's video, remember that life is not happening to you, but happening through you. When you become the change you seek to experience, you're going to experience that change everywhere you go. You are showing the world how to treat you based on what you believe and feel about yourself. And you're creating your reality in a moment-to-moment basis, contingent on the meaning and the value that you are assigning to the things that are occurring around you. Whether or not you think the things in front of you or the circumstances presented to you are impossible, over surmounting, are never going to change, or if you can take a step back, soothe your feeling state, build the best beliefs, re-augment your focus, and believe that you actually can create the solution that you desire, that it can be easy, that it can be effortless, and you persist with that in a calm, stable, secure, mature way, you're going to see that this shift in your awareness, this shift in your perception, and this shift in how you're showing up actually creates the desired results that you seek. Now, this is going to be a very quick live stream, probably like 10 or 15 minutes. I wasn't even meaning to come on live stream today, but first off, the thing that I want to say before we even get into all this is I have no idea what happened to my last video. I know the audio was like cutting out, so I apologize for that. But I want to come on here because I got two success stories today. And I also see a little bit of confusion that I want to clarify with the video that I put out 2 days ago or whenever I recorded it, which was no longer accepting things that you don't deserve in your reality. So the first thing that I want to say with that video, I don't want people going out into their reality and like confronting and telling people, like causing problems or causing fights because you're coming into this awareness where you're like, I don't deserve this. And you start like going off on the people around you. Because if you notice, the main thing that I was saying in that video is you need to feel stable, secure, chosen within yourself. You need to regulate your own feeling states. Okay. There's a reason why I'm going to use these two success stories as an example. But before I even get into these success stories, I want to explain why it worked. Okay. So when you get your self concept in alignment, which if this is your first time here on my channel, your self concept is the beliefs you hold about yourself, the dominant expectations and the assumptions that you have for different particular areas in your life, whether it be a relationship or even a particular person. Okay. And also, you have a feeling state that you dominantly exist in, which makes up your awareness of your reality. So, when you can get your beliefs aligned, you know, especially in a relationship, I'm worthy, I'm deserving, I'm stable, I'm secure, I'm always creating solutions. I'm husband, I'm wifey. Getting a commitment is easy and effortless for me. Relationships are easy and effortless for me to maintain. I feel worthy of a relationship. I feel like having a relationship is the easiest thing for me. Having a relationship is normal and an effortless part of my life. When you can get that self concept piece in alignment, and then you can also get a grasp and you get the, I try to make this really clear. And actually, the past few videos that I put out on my channel, that when you realize that love is not outside of you, happiness and success is not outside of you, meaning you can decide how you're feeling in this moment right now, which you actually really need to do. You need to become aware of how you're feeling, and you need to stop waiting for people and things to show up in your reality for you to feel happy and loved. Okay. You decide, and in whatever way you set up your day to feel love within yourself, you're going to do that. And you're going to create that as a feeling within yourself. Once that becomes self-sustained, what should happen is you drop the need, the urgency, and the obsession with the changes that you're trying to create in your life, because you're already feeling, one, fulfilled within yourself, loved within yourself, but two, you also have a belief system that makes having this thing another normal part of your life. So it doesn't have this enormous amount of weight and urgency in your awareness. That's really important. And I'm going to go into that even just a little bit more here. Okay. This video might be a little bit more heated because I think some people just need to really hear this message behind deciding and how that relates to no longer accepting what you don't deserve and how to accurately apply this. So when you actually get your feeling state aligned, okay, when you realize that love is not something outside of you, you should not be in a place where you are waiting for a person to show up or do something for you to feel whole and complete. If you are waiting for somebody to show up in your reality and you are miserable and you feel like crap and you are not addressing that, and you think getting this person or getting this thing is going to be the thing that makes you feel better, you're going to be waiting forever. Okay. You have to decide and realize that love is not coming from anybody outside of you. You have to create it within yourself. It's self sustained within yourself. When you are feeling love within yourself and you're not placing it as something outside of you, that is going to be where you're able to attract and maintain the results that you desire in your reality. That's also where you're not going to react horribly and negatively to the things that are occurring around you because you're already feeling good and fulfilled and whole within yourself. So that's a really important component and piece that you need to get in alignment, because if you're feeling like crap and you're trying to shift your self concept and you feel like you're waiting for somebody to show up so that you can feel better, you need to readjust your approach. It's very, very critical and it's very crucial to your success. Okay. And whatever means necessary, if that means you need to stop thinking about this person and focus purely on your self concept so that you can get into a better feeling state, that's what you need to do. If you're able to focus on them and create a routine where you're able to maintain your feeling state too, then do that. But be honest with yourself, because if you're not feeling good, you need to deal with that. It's going to also be what allows for you to sustain the results that you want in your life too. Okay. So I just wanted to give that little disclaimer here as, to why I think these success stories unfolded the way that they did, because I can guarantee you, and I already know this, that these two people worked on their self concept, got stable and secure within themselves, and they were no longer putting up with BS in their life or victimizing themselves over what was occurring. They were able to deal with what was going on in front of them in a respectful, loving way, like I said in my video 2 days ago. Okay. When you decide to no longer accept what you don't deserve, that doesn't mean that you're going to become extremely confrontational. At some points, yes, you might need to say no, but you're not going to be doing it from a highly emotionally reactive place where it turns into a fight. You should be able to be like, I just don't really care that you're showing up this way. I'm not feeling into it. I already feel good within myself. I'm not going to react to this. This is not a part of my experience. Thank you very much for showing up like that. It's cool. I'm still good within myself. I know I'm going to get what I want. And you purely entertain what it is that you want, dealing with what's in front of you in a respectful, loving way. You're just not feeding into it anymore. You're not feeding into it. You're not feeling into it in your feeling state. You're just not there. It's not a part of your reality anymore. You're not like reacting to it as though it's something that you have to deal with anymore. You're able to deal with it in a way that is respectful and loving, but internally, it's not getting a reaction out of you. Okay. That's really important. Let's go into that a little bit more. I thought of an example today, which was kind of silly. And I know you guys want to hear the success stories, but I thought of an example as to why this also works as well too outside of like a manifestational principle. But I always view it, or the example that I thought of was like a little kid. You know how like if a little kid can do something to you that like annoys you, if they can see that it gets a reaction out of you, they keep doing it. Like they keep trying, they just like keep poking you and pushing your buttons because it gets a reaction out of you. When you literally stop giving a fuck, okay, excuse the language, I'm just going to be really blunt here. When you stop caring, when you don't feel into it anymore and you're like, you know what? No, I don't really care. That's not going to bother me. That's not a part of my story anymore. What happens? They stop engaging in that behavior. So when you stop reacting to things and getting upset about how people are showing up, and you decide to feel good, happy, loved, self sustained within yourself, you have amazing beliefs about yourself, and you're able to deal with the things in front of you in a way that is respectful, loving, but also says, like, no, this is not going to be my story anymore. You're going to see it changes. You don't have to fight with somebody to make them change. You don't have to react to them or tell them what they're doing wrong and why they're doing it wrong. Just stop feeling into it. Okay. And decide this is no longer going to be my story, and choose what your new story is going to be and expect that they're going to get it. They're going to show up properly. And all you have to do is continue to feel good, fulfilled, loved, happy within yourself. And if you're not feeling good, loved, and happy within yourself with where you are, how can you change that? All right. So let's get into the two success stories. So I had somebody messaging me, a client that, well, I wouldn't even say she's kind of, yeah, okay. She had messaged me like probably a week ago, saying that her specific person, I don't really like saying the word specific person, you guys. Also, I just want to comment on this right now. You're getting beanie Dylan. Okay. I didn't realize the East Coast was so cold, but you guys are getting beanie Dylan today. My daddy hat is out in the car. I know you guys want me to wear the daddy hat. I just don't have it with me. Okay. Well, I just didn't feel like walking out to the car to get it. But anyways, that's beside the point. So this this person, this client, whatever I want to call her, okay, messaged me about a week and a half ago saying that her significant other told her that they just want to be friends with her now. Okay. And She did not react to it. She wasn't upset about it. She didn't think, "Oh my gosh, why is this happening?" She even you guys saw, I put this on my story, so you'll see it. It's on my story. She just told him, "Okay, here, I'll just read what she wrote. 2 nights ago, my specific person told me he just wanted to be friends, but obviously I'm not buying that. LOL. So I told him that it's fine and laughed it off. She didn't give it any other thought. Okay. So she went deeper into her self concept. She got this reaction, this circumstance popping up in her reality, and she just said, okay. She didn't feel into it. She went deeper into her self concept. She didn't worry about it. When the days kept on passing by, she decided to do things that felt good for her. And she held this knowing that, nope, he totally likes me. He's totally into me. This is going to turn around. Today, she messaged me and she said, "Thank you, Dylan, because she wrote reacted. I'm going to say responded. Because I responded calmly this time and focused on being stable within myself, my specific person reached out to me and told me the real reason why they just wanted to be friends. And of course, it was a misunderstanding and we worked it out." Okay. Why was she able to do that? The problem that a lot of people have is when somebody shows up in their reality or says something that they don't like, or it's a circumstance that's popping up, you react to it and you feel into it and you create a whole narrative about how this is now a problem and a limitation and a circumstance that you have to deal with. You guys do this with third parties too. I already did a whole video a while ago about third parties where I said you should not even be thinking about third parties. They shouldn't even be on your radar. Like if that's where you are in your mindset, you need to work more on your self-concept. Why are you insecure and focusing on competition or people that could be taking your person? That shouldn't even be something that's in your mind. You need to be confident and stable and secure within yourself, right? So in this case, though, she had been working on her self concept. She aligned her feeling state. She knew it was going to unfold. She didn't feel any urgency. She was just, living with this pleasant expectation and she got her desired result. He reached out to her, told her it was a misunderstanding, told her that he actually does want to be with her, and they worked it out. Okay. So that was a fast turnaround. She probably messaged me like a week and a half ago saying that. And now here we are a week and a half later, and it's all smoothed over and it's good. Why? Because she didn't react to it. She didn't feel into it. She had built her self concept up enough to where she could still feel good within herself, pleasantly expect this outcome, not feel any sort of urgency or obsession or need, and was confident and decided what was going to unfold for her. You need to do that. Okay. You need to decide how people are going to show up for you. And I made a few posts in my community tab last night, where I wrote, if you don't decide how people are going to show up for you, who is going to decide? Are you just going to leave it up to the people around you to treat you like however they want to treat you? Or like, are you going to leave it up to whatever your base programming was or whatever your dominant assumptions and expectations were? Are you just going to allow life to happen to you? Or are you going to decide, you know what? No, I am totally worthy of love. I am boyfriend. I am girlfriend. I am wifey. I am husband. I'm not feeling into this. I'm stable and secure within myself. And I'm deciding that I'm going to get what I want. I don't need to feed into this. And I'm going to just continue to feel good with myself, knowing that you're going to come to your senses. You're going to realize how amazing I am. And you're going to come to me telling me, that you made a mistake, or you're going to apologize for what you did. And I don't even need to feel into this at all. That's where you need to be. Okay. That is where you need to be. All right. I want to make that really clear, because I think some people are misunderstanding. They're not actually addressing their feeling state, and they're still feeling like crap, or they're still entertaining their doubts, their worries, and their fears. And they're wondering about their parties and what their person is doing and where they are and how many other people they could be talking to. It doesn't matter. You have to feel confident with yourself, and you have to decide how life is going to unfold for you. And the quicker that sinks in, the quicker that you choose to feel love and happiness and success within yourself, and you take the focus off all your worries, doubts, and fears, the faster you're going to see the results that you want. And you're going to look back and you're going to say, wow, why wasn't I more fearless with my belief? Why did I make this harder? It actually can be very easy once you decide to let it be easy, and you stop focusing on all the things that you don't want to experience, and you decide what it is that you want to experience, and you align your belief system and your feeling state with that, and you pleasantly expect it. Okay. So the second success story says, my specific person the other night was in his feelings about an argument we had 2 weeks ago and decided to bring it up. Then he told me that we are not meant to be and that we will only be friends. Normally I react, but this time I was so unbothered by the conversation and I was over it. I love it. She wasn't feeling into it. She was already feeling good within herself. She was already feeling love within herself. She was already confident with herself. Her beliefs were aligned. She wasn't going to engage in all this fighting. She just wasn't there. Okay. She said, but he kept going. So I said, while mocking him, we're just friends. We're not meant to be. He stopped, laughed, kissed me, and told me he's going to make me his girl and that I got him, right? She did not feel into this interaction at all. She could have very easily been like, why are you telling me you only want to be my friend? Is something wrong with me? Like, I thought we were going into a committed relationship. How could you say this to me? She could have very easily slipped into feeling victimized by what he was saying and doing, getting angry and upset with it, and trying to control the situation. But she didn't. Her self concept was aligned. She knew her worth. Her confidence was aligned. She wasn't feeling into this, and she knew it was total BS. And she decided, you know what? I really don't care. Yeah, we're supposed to just be friends. Like, what? No, you totally want me. Like, I'm not even tripping over this. Okay. She was able to actually respond and show up in a way where she didn't give it a reaction. She didn't even feel into it. So, what happened? He instantly changed. Okay. So, you guys need to see, though, again, this is why at the beginning of this video, I said there were two things that I know these people did, which is why they got the results that they desired. They actually focused on their self concept. They create a feeling state within themselves. They didn't react to what was going on. They didn't feel into it. They didn't feel victimized by it. They decided how it was going to unfold, and they confidently lived in that expectation in a respectful, light, even playful, funny way. In this story, she was being playful with him. She mocked him and said, we're just going to be friends. We're not meant to be, right? Why was she able to do that? Because she wasn't actually feeling into it. So you have to really see how important it is to, one, get your beliefs aligned, but also get your feeling state aligned. Stop reacting to the people around you and giving them that reaction and feeling like it's real. Like, decide how it's going to unfold for you and really stop giving a fuck. That's really the only way that I can say it. I don't really like to cuss on my channel, but the more that it can get a reaction out of you and the more that you're bothered by it, the more you're going to see it show up. When you decide, no, this is actually going to be my story, this is going to be how it unfolds, I'm not worried about that. I'm going to live in this pleasant expectation. I'm going to be confident. I know I'm going to get what I want. I don't even need to worry about this. And you can genuinely do that. I mean, genuinely do that. I'm not saying you're just telling yourself you're doing that. And then on the inside, you're worried about if they're going to react to it right, or if they're going to like you, if they're going to start talking to you, or all these things. If you can actually genuinely do that, you're going to get the results that you desire. If you're not able to actually do that yet, you need to ask yourself, why? What am I afraid of? And that's why I said in the video 2 days ago, you're more afraid to lose your person than you are to honor yourself. No, right? That's these two success stories that I just read, they weren't afraid to lose their person. Okay, you tell me you just want to be friends? Fine. I already feel good and loved within myself. This is not going to be my story. I know where this is going. They honored their own feeling state. They didn't react to it. They didn't lower themselves to that or create a negative, nasty narrative about this and feel like it was a real circumstance for them. So they were able to persist in a way that actually created them the result that they desired. Okay. Alrighty. That's all I wanted to share tonight. Just a quick little check-in, just a quick little 20-minute video. Again, I see all your guys' comments. I love you all so much. Thank you for all the thumbs up. I'm always here to hype you. I believe in every single one of you. If something is important enough to you, you can have it. You don't have to, compromise or sacrifice. You don't have to think that you can't get exactly what it is that you want, but you do need to feel confident with your ability to have those things. You need to self-regulate your feeling state and decide how your life is going to unfold and how people are going to show up for you. And you need to do that fearlessly. Okay. As always, I love you all so much, and I'll see you all later. Bye.